Hello everyone, I hope the background noise isn't too bad tonight. I'm not really at my best, and it has been a very long Easter Sunday, which is not over yet, and I am getting this prepared for the Wednesday review. So welcome back to Ame's Bookshelf. I'm Teresa Garcia, or Amehana Arashi, depending where you know me from. And I hope that you like ghost stories, because the story I am reviewing tonight is, in fact, an excellent ghost story. I'm giving it a 5-star rating out of 5 stars, and this is a young adult novel. It was a very well-done creepy story, entitled Berkley Street, Supernatural Horror with Scary Ghosts in Haunted Houses, by author Ron Ripley, and this is the first in a series. I have not gotten a chance to pick up the other ones yet, but I do have them on my to-read list. You can find this at Amazon, and you can also probably find it at other booksellers, if you ask. Again, this was a well-done creepy story. Parts of it did not hit me as hard as they should have. That may have had to do with reading in bed with the heater going and surrounded by dogs, though, at the time that I read this in February. So I didn't have the solitude to fully appreciate everything that had been intended to be scary. There were still several things that broke through, though. Vivienne was one of those things that managed to get through the protection of the doggie sentries. So did the explanation tale of how Carl came to be one of the ghosts. There are many great ghost stories about how a ghost house becomes a ghost house and the different things that go on in them. Not all of them immerse you as well as this one does. We follow a young man who is now old, so we slip back and forth in time a little bit, and that does make it a little bit harder for some people to follow this story, because it's not set up in your traditional timeline of you go from point A to point B all in one linear timeline. We have flashbacks that happen as we explore how the house came to be, what this person went through. I can't remember his name right now. I should have written it down and apparently did not. But we find out that he's not the only person that was having some issues. And his father, for some strange reason beyond me, just refused to accept the fact that this was a very badly haunted house. Until, that is, the day that they pulled him and his wife into the walls. It's one of those lovely old houses that have all of those hidden passages. Many, many things happened, and it does not help any that the last owner of the house greatly enjoyed it when the house took victims. Now, again, it's not for everybody. It's a great tale. I love it, and I would dearly love to see this made into a movie. But if you have a hard time following a single timeline, you're going to have a little bit of trouble with the flashbacks. They are well delineated, though. I will give it that. So if you're reading carefully, you should be okay. There is a big cast of ghosts. There's a fairly decent cast of living people. And it's really interesting how Vivienne came to be the Lady of the Lake, as she likes to call herself. So, with that, I do hope that this book intrigues your interest. Again, you can find it on Amazon. Also on Amazon, you can find Mythical Minstrelsy, which is a series of anthologies that I'm doing of poems, art, and short stories that are related mostly to mythology and folklore. So there is a little bit of ghosts in those. I just recently released those on the Smashwords in ebook format and Kindle in ebook format, of course. I am working on the layout for the print books. I've discovered some issues with some of the art that I have to replace non-compressed copies. So that'll be a little bit longer before the print editions of the volumes 2 and 3 of Mythical Minstrelsy are ready. And that is really all I have to say tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this really quick book blurb, and I will see you another night in another video. And until then, happy reading.